does it quite like me. What up, what up, what up? What's going on, everyone? Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I'm a little bit late because we were having a little family get-together for Mother's Day today. My grandma is 90... Wait, is she 97 now? I think she just turned 97 this year. It's pretty amazing to see, like, 4 generations in the same room together. Yeah, so it's like my grandma, her children, which one of them is my mom, and then, my generation, and then now we have several kids in the next generation. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. And shout out to the people that brought us to this earth. Pizza is indeed very dope. You owe us a Feedback Friday. That's true. I know. This was a really busy week. Honestly, not just because of that deadline that I had to make, but also wedding planning is becoming more and more intense. We're about a month out, so things are getting pretty hectic. I did get a lot done, and it felt great to finish up another new track, and I'm pretty excited. I I'm excited for it. It's a cool tune. It's not a genre that I've really done much with in the past, so I think that's part of the reason why I was gravitating towards it a little bit. Kind of a BPM area that I kind of never or have rarely released anything in. Mm-hmm. The track has lyrics. I've definitely played versions of it on the stream before. But yeah, I just can't say what it's being used for at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, go crazy with conspiracy theories, what have you. But mid tempo, it's a decent guess, but unfortunately, no. But yeah, anyway, so I don't know. I just thought that like I would start the stream with maybe the mission, say like a vague idea of what to do today. And thank you, Breakin, if you're still in the chat. Thanks for the raid, by the way. It's kind of funny to think about. You're probably like the only streamer who I could say some number of those viewers probably would have possibly ended up on my stream anyways after you ended. Because we have a lot of people, it seems like, switching back and forth between our streams. But it's not going to be Glitch Hop. No, it's not going to be on a Monster Cat. No, so this is I have not done something quite like this before. It's really cool. It's basically a collaboration with another not with an artist, but with a company. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know why I'm still talking about it. I shouldn't really try to give anything away, but I mean, the song is completely produced and mastered and mixed on my own, but yeah, you'll see. It's I don't know. I'm just excited. It's gonna be cool, and yeah. Anyways, so let's see. Yeah, it might have something to do with a video game. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it's not a video game company. Maybe it's like a local bakery. Maybe I'm collaborating with a local bakery. Who knows? So, okay, I'm going to be completely honest. So I got this plugin called Color Play. This is not sponsored whatsoever, by the way. I stumbled across, you guys know I love Nest Acoustics, and I stumbled across a recent video of his, and he's just kind of toying around with this VST that he released, and my first instinct was like, this looks pretty cool, but it feels very similar to, let's say, like some other tools that are out there, maybe like kind of like a vocoder-ish, where, you know, you're using one signal to influence another, and I wasn't that excited about it at first, and then I saw a recent video that has been doing some numbers for good reason, because it's just like it's really interesting. So hold on, let me go to the website and see if there's some more descriptions on what exactly is happening here. Unless I feel like Ession's here, maybe Ession knows how to explain this better than I do. Why is this not sponsored? Well, I don't know. Nest is just a talented producer. You know, I think that, like, in general, artists, musicians, we support each other in various ways, and it doesn't always have to be some kind of sponsorship. And I'm happy, you know, when it comes to, like, I like to support things too that that I like, creators or artists or whatever. I want to, like, I want to put my money where my mouth is, right? And if I'm willing to, like, use something in my workflow and release songs with it, then, like, yeah, then when I want to support it with my money, right? And I think that that's totally fine. But that being said, you know, I also don't, I don't know, I don't really go off advocating for specific brands. I don't really work like that. I don't think most artists are like that. But I don't know. It needs to be organic, right? But anyway, so it's like I said, it's called Color Play, and I was watching this demonstration of it, and I was like, "Fuck, this looks really cool," but I can't quite wrap my head around it. So the initial interface here, I'll switch over to. By the way, let's switch over to my desktop view. But so here we got an instance of it. Hold on, let me actually get another instance going here. Fire shirt.
Fire shirt. Do you remember where you got it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is actually Inspected, which is a company I've been supporting for over 10 years. They are a music label / fashion brand based in the UK, known for kind of like very, I guess like a wide variety of merch products and ties to some incredible UK-based producers like Cone Sound, Culprit, and they're doing like the Movember tracks for a long time. And yeah, actually, I met Zeros. Hold up, we're gonna do a quick story time. I think maybe I've mentioned this before, but release music on Inspected. That'd be cool. Actually, I remember talking to Ryan. We were talking a bit more regularly back like 10 years ago or so, because I would buy stuff from Inspected because I love their brand. And I remember I think I sent him Twofold Part 1 before it was done, and I think he wasn't too crazy about it and didn't want it. And then I remember after we released Part 1 on Monstercat, he was like, damn, I'm kind of bummed we didn't end up, like Inspected didn't end up getting involved in that. So I feel like there's some alternate universe where Twofold Part 1 maybe was on Inspected instead of Monstercat. But anyways, yeah. So quick story. So you guys might know Zeros. Haywyre t-shirt. That's a great idea. I in fact still have some left over, but I need to restock. But actually, so Zeros, who was on Twofold Part 1 on Permutate, there's a kind of a funny story that relates to Inspected on how we met, because I was in school in Minneapolis, and at the time, EDM was in a very different place, and obviously Skrillex was popping off 2011, 2012. But the bubble was just like starting to grow, and EDM was just like starting to pick off or pick up and gaining quite a bit of momentum. But still, it's not like like in college back then, people didn't really listen to electronic music. Like I barely met anyone that had any interest in electronic music back then. And I remember showing friends tracks by like Cone Sound and artists like that, and they're like, what the hell are you listening to, man? But like they were like disgusted. They were like, which kind of the hipster inside of me was proud of that. But anyways, I was wearing an Inspected shirt out for a school assignment. I had to like attend a concert or something. And this dude came up to me and started talking to me about Inspected. And I was really caught off guard, because Inspected it still is now, but especially back then, it was very niche, not very well known. And here's like a complete stranger that came up to me talking to me about this. And I was honestly pretty out of it, and I was super skeptical. I was like, who are you and how do you know about this? And then he started talking to me about how he's a music producer, and I kind of just brushed it off. And he told me his artist name, and the next day I looked his artist name up and was like, holy shit, this guy's insanely talented. And I hit him up, and I was like, you're super talented. Like, I'd love to talk with you about music production. And then I ended up like driving out to his place in 2012, I think, sometime, and we met for the first time. And that was how I met Zeros. And he honestly taught me a lot of what I know about music production today. He taught me about the basics of like waveforms and phase and like a lot of these transients and transient like all these kind of like really core concepts that producers learn. He kind of helped me wrap my head around, which was extremely helpful. And a kind of a pretty pivotal moment for me as a producer, I think, because I was very much like just on my own up until then. I didn't really have many producer friends that were very into exploring music production in a more technical way. But anyways, that's my Inspector Zero story, and now we shall go back to color play. Let's see what we're working with here. So this is what happens when you load it up. That's a nice one. So if we solo, let's say, the signal. Interesting. Let's... So this is obviously just brown noise. Distribution, even harmonics. So compared to a vocoder, it feels like there's something similar going on, but at the same time, it feels very different. I don't know if anyone has some kind of technical explanation on what the hell is happening here, because the website seemed to just kind of have like a rough description. Ooh, listen to that. Where did you get this? This is on Nest's website, I'm pretty sure. That's really nice. But anyways, the thing that caught my attention, which I was trying to recreate, is by using an external signal, so like let's say like a microphone, to be the contour layer for the plugin. So I was not really having much luck with that, unfortunately. But let's see. So if I load this back up and then say external, yeah, so here you can see my mic. My mic is right here. Check. Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2. Check. Check. So obviously my voice is it feels similar to a vocoder in some ways, but wow. Wow. It's kind of cool. Let's keep exploring maybe some different signals here. Check. Wow. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Spectral imprint. Wow. Check. Check. Wow. Check. Well, wait, look at this. Bands. 40 bands. So that makes me think it's got to be similar to a vocoder, right? Check. Check. Wow. Check 1 2. Hold up. Let me mute my mic and try to just... I'm going to just, like, load up a random drum loop and try to experiment with this a little bit. Maybe I can, like, beatbox or... I'll just play some chords and beatbox. Ooh, yeah. Let's use this one. Okay, 120. Okay, that's kind of cool. I am clipping a bit, though. I'm just going to throw this on here. Let's try to keep experimenting with these parameters a little bit.
interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Wow. Whoa. It feels gentler at times than a vocoder. Whoa. 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 Wow. Whoa. Wow. What does this do? What does this do? Huh? Yeah. What does this do? Da-da-da. Very interesting. Check. 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 1, 2, 3. I'm checking the mic. 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 This is pretty interesting. Wow. Checking 1, 2. Checking 1, 2. This is kind of fun.
Okay, I have another idea here. Why don't we try to, instead of using my voice, which is fun, why don't we use the same drum loop as the input? See how that feels. That's kind of cool. Why don't we just try to use this as a bass line Let's quantize it real quick. Whoops. That's cool. So it is just a normal vocoder, but it seems the I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but it seems different to me. It's just a normal vocoder with a built-in sampler for the carrier. Huh. I mean, regardless, it's cool to have, let's say, like a single plugin that allows for like the carrier and mod in one interface. Okay, this actually makes me want to try something else out now, because I'm thinking like, let's keep this drum loop going, but why don't we, what if we created some kind of drum kit? Why don't we just use this kit for a second as the, like something that I can manually trigger, and that's not a loop and not my voice. Let's see. Let's try this. a lot of fun. You know, I wonder. Now imagine. Hold up. What if I arm the color play MIDI input with my Nord? And I can arm the trigger sound on my Nectar over here. This drum kit that's acting as the mod, I guess. So let's see. So chords over here. Okay. Let's test it out. Wait, what's going on? Why is there... Oh, that should be muted. There we go. Some weird stuff going on at times. That's pretty fun. Why don't we get something a little bit more upbeat for the drums? That'll make jamming to this maybe a little bit more fun. See you later, Mattism. Let's see. I'm just gonna grab my Garage House kit. Let's go to like 135. And let's grab. Where's my drum kit? Yeah, let's just throw this in here. Whoops. Okay. And maybe let's use that as the sidechain input. So we'll grab the dummy from that kit, Garage House kit, the dummy. And let's shorten this noise layer in here. And all right, whatever, that's fine. Okay, let's experiment with what we were just doing. So we'll arm that again. We'll arm the Nectar. We'll send this to a sidechain, maybe. Well, I don't know. Maybe not quite yet. Whoops, that is the wrong. There we go. It's pretty fun. kind of fun to just. It's kind of like it gives me a similar feeling as like chugging, like muting some guitar chords or something. We could actually use the compactor. Interesting. Let's keep exploring the sound design of this patch a little bit. Let's just scroll through some different signals. It's really fun. Interesting. Let's keep exploring these. A lot of them sound very similar, but I love the quality of it. Just feels lots of great opportunities for little chord stabs and things like that I'm noticing so far, but like I don't think I could ever use something like this to get like a vocoder like I did on Contagious though. This seems much better for like atmospheric kind of stuff. Yeah, maybe chord patches as well, but let's keep looking through some other patches maybe. I had made this right before the stream went live as well. This is also with the same VST. It's a very nice, peaceful little riff. Kind of want to layer maybe a felt piano in there with it. It's a nice little sound. Kind of want like I want a layer to play the thirds with. Definitely hearing something playing those major and minor thirds on top of this. So why don't we just like browse through some sounds here. I can't tell if this is like a halftime kind of vibe or what, but kind of just enjoying this without drums at the moment. Cool. I'm enjoying that. Why don't we throw in a new drum kit here? Let's get some 4 to the floor going. Okay. All right, let's get those layers armed again. Maybe I should sidechain these a bit at this point. Oh, the sidechain isn't set up properly. Okay, let's try to create that as the like chord progression outline, harmonic outline. Let's go like this. We got a new follower. Yo, thank you for the follow, Science on the side. Okay, actually, at this point, maybe we go back to the color play and experiment a little bit more, because that was I was enjoying that. So let's grab this drum kit, throw it back down here. Make sure it's muted, and then we'll arm these two again and give this another go, maybe. And let's switch this back to external. And we'll take audio from this guy right here. Pretty cool. Okay, let's keep exploring. I do like the sign. It's very gentle. I wonder what this might be like with some kind of Foley action. Let's see. So obviously the contour would need to contain some kind of chord information at this point. So I'm kind of switching carrier and mod if I'm doing it this way, but that's okay. Why don't we get something external going? Just, I don't know, I just want to explore, keep exploring this a little bit. Why not? So this, I'll switch to the panorama P, I'll mute it, and then we'll take that signal and let's see what happens. Okay, it makes sense that it doesn't actually work that way. It should be the other way around, right? So, if anything, it should be, this one should be external, and this one should be set, right? Or am I tripping? I'm kind of confused because I'm used to the terminology like mod and carrier, and that's obviously not really. Yeah, I'm not sure. Dell. Oh, this like. Oh, right. That one is set. Never mind. Let's see. Let's try this one out. It's definitely a fun way to experiment with sound design. It's like a simple way. Let's alter this serum patch a little bit here. Just add a quick pluck here. Okay. Alternatively, you could have both of them be external. And then you are basically using a vocoder at that point, right? So let's see. So we have the raw signal for my voice here. Kind of curious what this might sound like. So we'll use, I don't know which one's supposed to be the mod and which one's the carrier. I think this one's the mod. So wait, how do I enter a second input? So I think I could send it directly from here to color play input. Oh yeah, it doesn't seem to like it like that. Well, either way, it's something to keep playing with. Okay, why don't we try this patch with an external? Definitely vibing with this one. I don't know, so, something like that. Let's start with this, and then we'll maybe quantize the MIDI. And let's use, I want to use the drums again, but I think what I might try to do is I'm going to snag a cone sound drum loop and then splice it up and use that as the external signal. Because the nice thing is when you slice it up with an Ableton, it gives you all those parameters like the release, sustain, that kind of stuff. And that can be really sick to have on like a single macro. Yeah, let's start with this one. So let's throw this in here. We'll undo the warp. Let's convert. No, we want. Oh right, it has to be warped. Never mind. Let's make sure it's at 172. And then I think we can slice it. I don't really know exactly how this will turn out. Oh yeah, that's fine. Cool, yeah, okay. And then we're gonna use this as the trigger. So we'll take audio from that. Perfect. Let's switch this to external. And let's see how this sounds. There's all these velocity parameters down here too, which I didn't notice. That's pretty interesting as well. I know this might be a little bit repetitive, but I'm just enjoying kind of exploring this, all these different settings, patches. Okay. I know I'm kind of probably driving some people crazy. Just repeating the same stuff over and again. But I'm just exploring some subtle different changes here in the sound design, and I don't know. It's fun to see how this plugin is or is not different from other vocoders and such that I've used. Imagine what if we added an ARP to this drum kit for triggering purposes? Like I don't know. How could I have it just strum a single note? There's probably a setting for that, right? Chord trigger. Huh. I'm sure there's a way to just have it repeat a single note. Hey, don't throw me under the bus like that, Axer. I think I missed some messages from Essian here, potentially. Martin 99% of the time plays piano. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. That is pretty damn accurate. Play order. Oh wait, that's kind of cool. See how this works. created a little fake out going into this that just the same thing without the kick drum, and maybe without the this stuff. So oh wait, let's mute that piano, different key. Okay, let's try it like this. Wait. 1, 2. All right, y'all. I don't know. Today was kind of a whatever day. I don't hate this random little sketch thing here, but yeah, just kind of enjoyed exploring that VST a little bit. And I might be calling it here for today. I desperately need to catch up on some sleep tonight. Fingers crossed that I will do so. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We have the power of Claude. Bring Camel Crusher back. Nice. Didn't I see... Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing some producers that came together to release a new version of Camel Crusher. Or am I tripping? I feel like I saw... Pretty sure I saw Gray being involved in it potentially, or I don't know. I'll have to look it back up. iFeature? I don't think so. It was like a collab between several producers. I'll have to look into it and see. But anyways, y'all, thanks for hanging out for a bit. And again, happy Mother's Day. If you haven't already, let your mom know that life can be pretty cool, and existing is cool. Yeah. Thanks for existence, Mom. Okay. See you guys on Tuesday. I'll be back on Tuesday. Later.
Do you hear what I hear? Do you care?